Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. In the last episode, we set up the initial layout for our first Dyson Sphere, which is pretty much just a giant soccer ball, hexagons and pentagons, though I am subdividing those hexagons and probably should have made the pentagons a little bit bigger, but you know, whatever. It's basically the same layout. So, we just need to start building the parts, the components for this. So, that is what we're going to do. I've actually done a little bit more research to extend our construction area a little bit further. I need to do that research one more time. 7,000 of each type of block. And you know what? We might as well just go ahead and activate it and get it running. It's going to take a while. I don't think I have that many research blocks in storage. And we're probably going to drain the power on that planet. So, yeah. One of the purposes here is to get the Dyson Sphere built so that it's generating enormous amounts of power. And then create a manufacturing plant for accumulators, and then create a, set up a planet, probably the second planet in this system, that is going to just charge these things and distribute them so I can just move power around everywhere. That's kind of my plan. We'll see if it works. All right. So, let's continue our work here. The plan, wrong button, is to make small carrier rockets at a rate of 1 per second, which means we need 2 per second Dyson Sphere components, which means we needed 6 per second solar sails, which we should now have. And so, we now need to make the rest of this. And I think what we're going to do is the frame materials. Carbon nanotubes, titanium alloy, and high purity silicon. Straight up, no intermediate manufacturing. All right, so we just need to make 6 per second of that. To make 6 per second of that, we need 36. 36 assembly machines. And that is going to be, let's see, 24 per second. 6 per second. Yeah, we'll be fine. We want to make sure that the inputs are actually going to work on single belts, so that I don't have to split this up. But I shouldn't have to. And the one question is going to be, am I going to have enough range for 30 assembly? Oh yeah, we're going to have plenty of room for 30 assembly machines. Okay. I'm doing 36. What I want to do is do 6 of them, and then we'll duplicate that 6 times. The question is, am I going to have enough belt? We'll see. And I'm going to use this tropic. I mean, we have a little bit of space here. Actually, I'm going to put one of those there. Yeah, we want to go through here. It'll leave enough space for power generation should it be needed. Okay. All right, I don't know how this is going to lay out, so let's just give it some good room. I have enough assembly machines in stock to make it work. Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, there was another update. I didn't exactly see all of the release notes, but I do know there was another update. All right. So we're going to need, so I got 1, 2. And that's one of the things that's in the new update. Those milestones. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Belts are fine over the water. 5 and 6. So you're rather short on belts. I might have to make a belt run. Well, actually, what I should really do, we'll do this here in a minute. I don't think we're going to need those, but I'm going to put them in there anyway. And what you're going to do is you're going to request in supplies of belts, some towers. We don't need a ton. That should be fine for now. And then off this end, I'm just going to throw all this stuff in boxes. There we go. Okay. Still let those fill in. And so then that will be available for me to use as needed. Here. Alright, just gotta get all these belts hooked up. Make sure I'm putting these in going in the right direction. Okay, so yeah, we are going to need some power. We're going to throw in one of those guys. Okay, so now we just need to feed the right materials in here, which we're going to be what? Carbon nanotubes. Right. Okay. High purity silicons would come out of here first. And we can also do the titanium alloy. That's going to come out of here. Titanium alloy, there we go. Grab some more belt. Alright, and then we need carbon nanotubes, which is going to be coming from this one. Gotta try and get this to do what I wanted to do. Not the cleanest layout, but you know, it'll work. And it is the carbon nanotubes that are going to take a little while to get all the way through, because that is 24 per second is going to be consumed. So hopefully we are producing them that fast. Now, thing is, we do have that spiniform stalagmite crystal vein, which can be exploited. 2.8 million. Well, let's go ahead and do it. And try and pack as many of these miners as I can. On here. I squeeze in one more. Barely, but yes. Alright, now we just need to combine all this stuff. Oh yeah, it's gonna get processed, isn't it? In chemical facilities. Well, we'll probably worry about that later, but I'm going to at least set this up. Alright, just gotta get those guys hooked up. Yep. And then we run them into this box, and I'll sort out the chemical plants another time. All right. So, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to need to make well, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to start assembling. Well, we're going to set up the assembly line for these. I'm going to need so many more of those. Okay, I can bring those in. All right, that's full, that's full. That's getting there. And there's a reason for this. The reason why I want to set up the lines for this, even though I haven't made any processors yet, is because one of the other things we're going to need to make the small carrier rockets is quantum chips. And that's going to also need processors. So I want to create one giant production line of processors and then send them in two different directions. So it makes sense in my head anyway. All right, so 2 per second is 16. 16 assemblers with 3 inputs. One of which is this one, but that's fine. Alright, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that should be enough. We'll see. You're making Dyson Sphere components. And of course, you do 15 more, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and I was off by 1. One belt. All right. That worked pretty well. I'm going to put that in line. We're going to put it in line here. I'm going to need one of those there. And probably one here. Yep. That'll keep everything covered. Alright, and then we need the solar sails. Easy enough. Alright, and so, for these, we are going to need a production rate of what? Six per second processors. Okay, 6 per second processors. It's going to need 12 per second of these guys. Okay. Which we can do 12 per second of those. Is 6. Six more of these. Easy enough. Now, what are my rates here? Because now I have 8. Means we're doing 16 per second. Okay, we're all right. We're all right. I'm gonna make sure that my belts again can handle the load. We don't need to bring in a second line. And you are probably going to need all 3 for input. All right, good. The 6 per second of this is going to require 12 per second of this, which means we're going to need 24 assemblers making those. And rates. Yeah, 12. Okay. That's 2 more lines coming out of here. Need to grab a bunch more of those. Okay. I'm not going to hook those up just yet because I need to know where they're going to go. That's wrong. Alright, so we're doing you guys again, microcrystalline components. Two. So, okay. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. $17, $18, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, and $24. All right, now we hook up our copper and our silicon, and we'll probably call it good there for now. Copper. So that'll hook that up, and then high purity silicon. I'm just going to do a few small powers there, because that's all we're really going to need. starting to get a little bit concerned about power, but, you know, that's something we can deal with. All right. So now that we have our circuit boards and our microcrystalline components, we can make our processors. But what we'll probably do is do that next episode. We'll get our processors making, and then we're going to get quantum chips, which we are going to need 2 per second. Which means we're going to need to expand these a little bit further, but, you know, it's all right. We can make that happen. All right, but for now, we'll stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.